People are getting better and better at sniffing out AI content.
Because it's almost too balanced, too perfect, too
synthetic.
I mean, you could publish a LinkedIn article, a blog post, or a video.
And within seconds, someone is thinking,
this post or this video reeks of AI. And the second they think that, the trust.
Neugon.
The connection you're trying to build. Cut. You see, the more creators are using ChatGPT to write their content,
the faster their audiences are starting to pick up on these different AI tells.
it recognizes patterns.
And that's what we're going to be fixing in this video. Enligt ytterligare hur har kort and straks kan teknischer. I'm going to show you how to use ChatGPT.
To write like a human.
Real tone, real texture.
no robotic patterns.
And by the end of this video, you're going to have 10 specific ChatGPT instructions to help you get this done.
And I'll also share with you whether these different instructions are good for written content. Plus, I'll let you know where they belong in the prompt or your ChatGPT customization settings. So you can literally copy and paste them directly into your workflow starting today.
Oh, and one more thing.
For each individual issue, I'll also be sharing the specific wording that you can use to fix it. So it might be a good idea to pause the video at that point and then take a screenshot of it.
All right, now let's get into it for real.
First up is sentence rhythm.
Now, if you look closely at AI writing, you'll notice that it pretty much writes.
Point. Very much like a metronome.
Every sentence has the same length, the same structure, every single time. And yeah, that may look good on paper, but it's a dead giveaway.
In oorkakjes fabelster vermarzing. Because humans don't talk like that.
Sometimes we have longer sentences, or we ramble.
Sometimes we choruses our chefs. Sometimes we just cut it short. The tarcue, that natural rhythm is what helps keep people engaged. Now, if you want your content, whether it is for writing a video script or any of your written content, if you want it to sound a lot more better and a lot natural,
Rate. You should lawson of each. Then you want to prompt ChatGPT with this.
Write with varied sentence lengths and rhythms including occasional fragments.
Now, this one is a prompt addition, but you can also drop it into your ChatGPT customization settings.
And if you want it more permanently baked in.
And it makes YouTube hats. And like I said, it's good for both video content or for written content.
And when you start using it, you'll immediately start feeling the difference. Let's say you're writing about email marketing and why it still works.
Now, AI might say something like, email marketing is a cost-effective method of communication with your audience.
To Vixurite, because it allows brands to maintain their connection.
Yes, that's perfect. Yes, that's polite.
But yes, that's also dead in the water.
You as human might say, email works because it hits the inbox directly. It's cheap, it's personal, and you show up whenever you want. You see how that bounces a little more? And that bounce is what makes it feel more natural and more authentic. So you want to train the AI to copy that type of style.
So that it feels more believable and more real when your audience receives it.
Now let's talk about transitions.
When you see words like, however,
Oint taint, or in conclusion.
that is a 100% AI calling card. You want it to flow more like a conversation instead of something that sounds like it's out of a textbook. So what you can do is prompt ChatGPT with this.
Avoid formal transitions. Use conversational connectors like so, by the way, or anyway.
And this instruction is also suited for both video and written work.
And I personally think that it works better as a prompt level change, where you just add it into your prompt.
But if you really want to, and you want ChatGPT to speak like this more permanently, then you can also add it to your ChatGPT customization settings. It just makes your content feel more alive, not like you're reading an essay or a news report.
And if you were speaking to a friend about sales, you would say something like,
you need a better funnel. Also, you need to fix your follow-up emails. You're not going to say, in addition, anywhere in that conversation. So get rid of those academic words, because that is how you're going to get your AI content to feel a lot more human.
Next up is something that most people don't ever notice is missing: sensory detail.
now, what do I mean by that? I'll steady. AI lives in vague land. It'll speak about things like sales, growth, strategy.
I mean, features. But it never really has any kind of impact, don't you think? Humans speak more in reality.
But no. And funny enough, this is happening right now, so it makes for a great example.
That moment when your laptop fan starts screaming in the middle of recording a video? and I can feel the sweat trickling down my back because I am hoping that sound doesn't come through the audio when I actually edit the video. For real, I actually hope it doesn't. But these are the types of things that make your content feel lived in.
So add something like this to your prompt. Include specific personal or sensory details that feel lived in and grounded.
This next one is huge. Opinions.